and welcome to the stream. We are in an interesting spot on the left instantly. We check raise the flop. Pot size bet, I mean, we often run into the straight here, but I think with a pot size bet left, we can't really fold. Maybe we see some flush draws and gut shots that call. You get the fold, so that's nice. In the 200 streets as well, good start. Here on the right, I guess we're folding because we timed out. And I was starting the stream because I thought that was going to be like an action hand. Didn't turn out to be that crazy in the end. So I was saying out because I was just saying up the stream, and I was like, oh wait, let me start this in case it's an interesting one, since it was our first hand as we were trying to sit out. Okay, so couple of announcements. You know, obviously, like a lot going on right now. We launched our new product out there, which is the mass database analysis Excel workbook that basically goes through 20 million-ish hands over split out between, you know, loose fish, aggro fish, regs, and then crushes across a bunch of key stats, not only in like the pre-flop lines, but some lines that are quite deep into the game tree, which you can do when you have that volume of hands. So that is pretty nice. The other thing that is out there is the PLO Mastermind 25% discount that is going on right now. If you sign up for that, shoot me a message on Discord as soon as you do. If you use my link, which you can see in the chat below, you can just, as long as you get to the PLO Mastermind site through my link, you can kind of filter your way to the sign up for the 20% discount, and you know, you will get that mass database analysis product included if you do go ahead and choose that 6-month PLO Mastermind sign up. You get 25% off, and you get some additional bonuses through them as well. So definitely go check that out if you haven't. Other than that, we have a new Discord out there. I'm liking it already. Glad that I actually did it. Seems like people are enjoying it. There's, you know, kind of getting involved with some hand reviews in there. You know, I'm getting to jump in and have my thoughts, and then sort of look at it from a solver perspective as well, and sharing some of those. So if you have not joined that yet, get involved. I think that is enough random advertising to kick off the stream. So let's jump into the action. We are taking a suggestion here from UL, who's jumps in the stream very often. He was like, can you show maybe 1-2 Russian cash and 50 Russian cash, just so we can see kind of the differences potentially and how it's played, if any major ones, and also then, you know, we get to play a little bit higher stakes in the 200 streets. And you know, as such a great guy I am, I will sacrifice the whatever it is, 15. No, it's more. I think it's closer to like 16 plus BB 100 that we're paying in rake at 1-2, which is pretty nuts. All right, so I think that's enough of me talking about random shit. So let's get into it. I will say that on the PLO Mastermind side, there is only 2 days left on that. I think it ends in 2 days. I could be wrong. We looks like we already have a suggestion for somebody helping me out with the shitty YouTube thumbnails that I have. PLO Hurt said, should change the hand you're holding in the pause frame to some unplayable trash instead, would be more funny. Yeah, I mean, is that because I play unplayable trash? Maybe, I don't know. But on this turn, I mean, you distracted me, PLO Hurts. I probably would want to bet this turn, given that we block spades and we don't have really much equity when we get raised, given that we block a lot of the combo draws. And on this river, could definitely find a value bet, I guess. How many jacks does he check back? With this bet, does he check back ace jack? I mean, we block a ton of the draws. He kind of like ace king. Can he bet ace king for value? I don't think we get to fold this end. And we do take it down. Tito. You know what? That's actually funny that you said that, because Tito's saying that I should save my money for the PLO 25-cent showdown tomorrow. See this hand on the right. I think we're actually just gonna fold. I was thinking about that because, as you guys know, I don't put really any volume in on GG, so I never keep money on it. So, you know, if we get hit hard in the PLO streets for you know, 5 buy-ins, we might be in trouble. Might be after reaching into the coffers for the big game tomorrow. But I am excited for that. That will be kind of good to play with you guys and have a bit of banter and just see who we can get to rage quit first. I mean, that's pretty much my aim tomorrow. I haven't decided if I'm gonna play wildly tight or wildly loose. I don't know. Obviously calling here on the right, given that it's all in pre. Man, he does have the asses. Should we run it twice? No. Let's stick to our guns here. Won't have many leads here. We need runner on the right. Hit him. And we do lose. And on the left, the thing is, do we really want to call against ace-x? I mean, ace-x is going to raise us. We have some equity against it, but I don't really love calling here, so I think I'm actually just going to bet to get like random king, queen, jack type hands to fold that have some equity against us, and then fold to the raise here. I don't think people play aggressive enough, like raising with, you know, just 2 flush draws here in order to punish this play enough. This guy is time banking, so maybe he is thinking about his raise size. And no real reason to bet here, I don't think. We never get a better hand apart from maybe kings to fold, and the snap pot bet on the turn. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go ahead and fold. Andre, I appreciate the good luck as always. We're trying to build up some stacks here so we can go wild tomorrow in the PLO 25 showdown. I forgot to advertise that in the beginning. That's the biggest one. So if you guys are interested in joining together, sitting down at a table together, and, you know, paying tens of dollars an hour away to GG Poker, definitely check out our Discord group. We'll try and group up there tomorrow around 8 p.m. GMT, and what we'll kind of do is yeah, we'll just be like, hey, we're going right now. I'll sit down at some tables and everybody kind of jump in. Folding here on the left. We can get some kings and queens to fold here on the 10. Obviously ace-x never folding, but I think we get a free showdown if we bet turn on blanks. Caballo, I appreciate it. You are welcome for the materials. Always a pleasure. LPD, I'm back to self-excluded for another week. Ran like hot dog water at 51 yesterday. It was painful. With two backed off flush draws, it's almost strong enough to bet. But it's a tough spot when we get raised against these kind of ranges and multi-way pots. And going to check back on the left and then call on the right, I think. And then no reason to turn our hand into a bluff. And I want to bet on the left, undecided if I like it. I will call a check raise. Given that there are a bunch of rivers that we can bluff. This won't be one of them with the king of diamonds. It is unfortunate given that we block some of the straight draws and the two pairs. And I think now we have to raise though. Like, it's pretty clear he has a flush. And, you know, my line is pretty strong. And he just snaps it off with the queen high flush. Yeah. Run into 3 diamonds. Maybe unnecessary with our showdown value. We could potentially call. It's just... It feels like a punt when you do that because, like, when you know what people have but they just won't fold. It's hard there when he has 3 diamonds. He's obviously never folding. No real equity, just folding. LPD, yeah, I mean, how much do you play? You seem to be banned a lot, or self-excluded a lot. Against this guy's opening range, I'm actually going to 3-bet this, which is pretty wide, but I would definitely rather play this heads up, and we get shipped on. Snap shift on. I guess we fold. Here, I think we just block too much of the board and is a good straight to check back. And then bet small on the turn. You have to play loose. Alright, well, we know Tio's stance for tomorrow. Alright, why not? Why not? Hey, what is up, Bamacist? I mean, we kind of struggle here in terms of like not blocking any overpairs. Probably could open this with a very loose button. I mean, with a very tight button, sorry. And this seems crazy nay, but just the pot bet. I'm actually just gonna fold with this player behind. Like, that's the range that I'm worried about. So it's weird that he bets. We could raise, but and on the right, just folding. I do like that you've synced up the YouTube and Discord Bamacast. It makes Makes life easier. With not much else, but with a backdoor flush draw, wouldn't be that fun to get raised. Probably go pot here on blanks. That's obviously not a blank. And it's just gonna give up. We got snap called. And it's just gonna call on the right. Obviously, don't want to make life easy. Want to just come over the top with aces. Pretty rough turn. And I'm just gonna fold without a pair blocker. I mean, I've played what? I've played 20 hands. I think it's it's safe to say that it's a little bit skewed. I mean, you guys see what my VPIP comes out to. Unless you're talking about specifically against that, against when I was bluffing, which definitely can happen. Dude, this is so annoying. I need to like fix this shit because whenever the air turns on, this thing just like screws up. Pretty annoying. Yeah, I mean, maybe someone just saw the number here and didn't look at how many hands it was on. 100%, definitely. That could be the case. Tempted to call here. I mean, this guy's a rag. His hand's obviously junk. I think I'm probably opening every ace-x hand against 16% VPIP over that many hands. And yeah, against reg, I mean, this is obviously a range check spot. We will check call, backdoor, no flush draw, weird pot size bet. I'm so tempted to jam this. Maybe I'm not adjusting to PLO 50, but I just don't see like sets or top twos take this. Like, does he have 9-9 or 10-10? Let's see what happens. It's PLO 50. We haven't been snapped. Okay, now we're snapped. Now we're snapped with bottom set. Oh my goodness. I knew that pot didn't feel right, but I guess, yeah, okay. Very weird, very weird, very weird. I could at least expect to have like a flush draw there as well. Or even just a straight blocker maybe. The queen 10-6 deuce might be too weak out of the blind, because the chances are it goes multi-way, and this hand is just pretty gross multi-way. Okay. I mean, obviously that's not any sort of GTO play. But it just never seems like a straight there, and when I block top set, feels like it can be a bluff that, you know, we obviously just want to like jam on, because it's going to be hard to call down another street. Just shows the bottom set, and go check call on the left, and then bet small on the right, calling a raise. Debating whether or not to raise here. The thing is, we're still a bit deep given the sizings that went on, so it'll still be awkwardish on the river. And blocking pairs, I think we're just gonna go for the check call here. These queens are pretty... Oh, it's PLO Hertz though. PLO Hertz, I forgot we were playing 50. Oh, we got a call. PLO Hertz in the mix. Should we go for the super thin value town, value town? Might get raised here though. It's pretty thin. I mean, it's not thin. This is a terrible bet. Oof. I can't check raise him now though, because he's just gonna call me, because he knows that I'm sat here giggling on stream being like, haha, I'm gonna bluff PLO Hertz. The question is, everything missed, and we do block a lot, but sucks out on the river. Dude, fuck this shit. This green screen is trash. We had backdoor straight and backdoor nut flush draw, I think, when we had the two pair on that flop, I believe. So I'm not gonna fold even against the pot size bet. People don't often bet the nuts. Like, people don't often bet the nuts pot size bet on the flop there. This is just kind of weird for me. And this is kind of a trash open, and now we're gonna be playing a trash hand with with a 200 grinder. So never ideal. And you could argue just to fold this flop, to be honest. He is going to bet range. And not really what we were hoping for. We were hoping for give up our done. I guess we hope to pair up on the river and reproduce that board up. Oh, come on, man. Come on. What the fuck? Really? Really? Dude, I'm tearing my ear off. This pisses me off. Alright, well. It's not been a fun start today. No, I know he's in the chat. That's why I was saying all that stuff. He said something earlier. I mean, as long as my delay is on, we're okay. Bamikist getting into the mix. Not a top two that we want to slow play here. I mean, we need protection from a lot. Pretty great turn. And I'm gonna go pot size bet on this blank. A pair and a weak flush draw, and we river 3 pair. But every straight in the world gets there. I think we just have too much showdown balance to check, and I don't even know that he's gonna fold a set at this point if he has 4s or something. Okay, and we river the nuts on the right. I think just a small bet here. I mean, it makes it too easy if we just pot. I mean, did we induce a bluff? That would be nice, I guess. And gonna be 3-betting here on the left. Or squeezing. We get one call up. Probably wouldn't open this at 200. Not the flop we were looking for, and this will be a flop that I check range on. Heads up or multi-way, to be honest, out of position. And I think probably gonna bet this board. See what they show up with here on the left. Do get called and we bink the set. I think we do want to bet here on blocking ace queen. Obviously scared of queen. We're doing block clubs. And debating the check raise here, but once we get an overcall, tricky spot because I don't even know if we want to call, to be honest. But we're running out of time. Get 3-bet out of position. We're just gonna fold. Would have been a nice flop. You could argue raising this hand, there's just somebody has the nut flush, most likely, and you know, given that we have a king, and they're just not going to fold the nut flush. And here, yeah, I mean, nothing we can do. And getting a good price, probably just gonna overcall here on the right. Getting 3-bet everywhere today. We will not be folding this. I mean, the problem with kind of barreling off here is that, yes, he has aces, but he's not going to fold aces with hearts, most likely. And we just don't have enough behind. But we're going for it anyway, apparently. This is like... It's actually kind of interesting when you kind of get put into these spots in terms of the timer, because that I don't think is a bet even with 7-7 on the turn. Maybe if you have a club. But when you get into like those pressured snap decisions, you can often make the wrong ones, and it just shows spots that you know the right answer, but you haven't drilled it enough to where it's automatic. And yeah. Definitely betting here, top 2 with backup. There's not many hands I'm gonna fold. I think we can fold this though, with no redraws and just like so behind mid value hands. Amicus, we haven't seen you at the tails yet. What's going on? Maybe we have. Maybe I'm just not paying attention. Damn. This guy's just short and can just reshove pretty easily. Here, gonna bet with the good shot and no flush blocker. With equity against the 6, I think we'll actually check back here. And then I'm going to be calling turn. And with a pair blocker now on the river, I'm going to value bet. Against the lead. Okay, okay. And going to check call on the right. I mean, this guy has 8 big blinds. I just want to pot. And then check calling on the right, I guess. We beat, like, what does he bet? Like, he pots the turn and then pots the stranding river, and we have a blocker. It doesn't really make sense. But he does get there. The battle of the 48 V-pips. I mean, we can't fold this, I guess. It kind of sucks. And obviously can't fold the flop, so we're shipping it in. Not aces and diamonds. Okay, okay, okay. When the first is nice. And the second, all right. We scoop a flip. The bankroll survives another day. I don't think that this is a spot that we want to raise on the right, given that we have a pair in our hands. We block a diamond. Some of the inside wraps. I think we do just want to call. And I mean, it's kind of a tough one now. Do we call? Can we fold rivers, or do we just shove now? Snapped off 8-4, 8-5, 8-6. Oh, rough. Rough. Yeah, with some weak back draws, I don't think we need to be messing around there even against a small size. Pretty good flop on the right. Definitely gonna be raising here. Yeah, we'll run into like 3 deuce, but we have plenty of equity against 3 deuce, and there's a bunch of threes and flush draws and all that fun stuff that can call us. I mean, this is pretty weak. Oh, I guess Rob, you just caught up with the scoop. Yeah, that was pretty lucky. Maybe we are running a high VPIP today. This is a very loose UTG open. Bit weak to ISO here. He's short enough to limp jam a decently wide range. We block like the kings and stuff that would continue. So I'm gonna go for small sizing here. Don't expect to get bluff raised too much with Jack X, and we can barrel Jack X off pretty easily. And when we get raised, it's often, or 90% of the time, just a 6. And yeah, that was an easy fold. With a nut gut shot and a flush blocker, I think we're gonna call here. So I'm not gonna have leads on this turn. If he checks back, then we can start bluffing with our 9. Yeah, I don't actually think I want to bluff this hand. I think we lose a lot to King X, but I think that he has too many strong hands in his range, or just garbage. We do have to defend a decent frequency on these boards that he's going to be able to bet at a high frequency. Fortunately, not really this one. If I had the nut backdoor flush draw, maybe I would peel. Less inclined to bet these like lower connected boards in this spot compared to the disconnected paired board that we bet in the previous hand. But inclined to start betting now. We're obviously not folding out of 4 at this point. But we block a lot of the overpairs with flush draws that can continue. And, you know, everyone's showing quite a bit of weakness already in this pot, so. Kind of the worst river. Because he's not, or is pretty rarely just flying with like a 7 or a 4. Maybe a 4. Is he gonna fold it? I think that I think this is ambitious to bluff this hand. That is a hand we likely would have got to fold. The one over pair blocker we didn't have. And I think with a bunch of playability, like I'm fine checking this back with the 10 blockers and 2 backdoor flush draws. Don't really want to get raised. And should have just folded this hand. So obviously get 3-bet. And a lead on the turn. Obviously not folding. We just don't check back any king 9 really on this board. So I don't think that we want to raise. And then given that we have the king of diamonds and black a king, a lot of his nut flush draws probably shouldn't lead again on this river, so that's kind of nitty, but I'm tempted to check back because he will have some nut flush draws that he's just going to check call that don't have a pair. And he wasn't calling anyway, but completely did not read his line of thinking there, because he obviously should be bluffing with that hand. Let's go back to the old classic min raise, see if we can get to see a flop. Nope. Actually, he's all in though, so we will call if this falls back around to us. Getting some silly odds with the 10 big blinds in the middle. Actually in pretty good shape. Says no. Oh boy. 4 of clubs. I mean, that is a pretty gross flop. Drawing dead on the turn. All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Rob, I feel you. I wasn't a Discord person, but it is somehow useful. And it's what people are using, so here we are. I'm not gonna bet on the left. I mean, I'm gonna check call. And what happened here? We call out the big blind, so we'll have a good amount of leads. And we river a lot of pairs. So I think we're gonna check call here with a heart blocker. And we're not having the fun runouts today. The positive is that we unblock sets. And on the right, little loose, but I do want to overbet a lot in position. Pretty good turn for our specific hand. Not really our range. And oh man, we're so short though, he's never gonna fold. Bamikist, yeah. I haven't seen you much either, mate. I guess I am only playing one table, but yeah, I kind of refused Discord for a bit, but you know, in the poker community, I guess it's used a lot, so so we're going for it, and you know, it is what it is. Gotta kind of adapt with the times, I guess. The only one, yeah. I mean, I don't really use social media apart from I post some occasional PLO poker coaching stuff. Oh, it's so tempting to just rip it in. Look at this, what this 10 big blind free shit creates. You do have a nut out, and it's a very small bet. Like a backdoor flush draw. Turn 2 pair now. Just to tease us some more. I think I'm actually gonna check back. Do have top 2 though. And we unblock the spade draw. And he is short, so not the best river. I like that, Rob. Yeah, make sure you drop your CFAX number in the chat. And I think we're just gonna check back here and lose to a set. I guess we call and hope for the no raise. Don't get a raise. Don't flop the best. People are very reluctant to fold in these pots, I feel like, so I'm not gonna bluff just yet. And against a pretty big bet, I think we're just going to fold. All right, come on, Robbie. Like, what? How would you do it? What would you want your updates through? Email? Email's hanging in there. Email It's been going strong for a while, so you can't knock it. It's not that efficient though for sharing stuff. In this sense, when you're giving out quick updates and stuff. PLO hurts. This is a standard 3-bet. No, we won't do it. We won't do it. But we are gonna check Rizzle a flop. Are we gonna check Rizzle a flop? Rather have the king of spades, but we do block a lot. I feel like he just always thinks I'm bluffing, which I kind of always am, so maybe I should just like stop against him. Yeah, dude, like he always shows these bluffs. Like, make a bluff where you don't have like a draw. Like that's not a sick bluff. Like, you have equity against everything. To be clear, I wasn't intending to bemoan that you use it, Grid, that you can build an audience. I'm just confused by the rise of Discord and reaching the get off my lawn age, apparently. Yeah, I mean, trust me, I didn't keep up with all this stuff, to be honest, until I had to. You know, like using Slack for work. I was like, oh, okay, all right, this is the new thing, that's fine, I'll like get used to like Slack. And then people are like, Discord, and I'm like, what the? Like, just pick one, stick with it. It's just a whatever's the new coolest branding toy, I guess. Maybe against the cuff, this is. Don't love the deuce. And actually just going to fold here. Puppy problems, puppy problems. Can we fold to 1BB? This is pretty junky. showing you every hand we play when... What does it say? When I notice you not shoving all bluffs. What do you mean not shoving all bluffs? As you not shoving all bluffs. Yeah, I'm not... Wait, what does that mean? And just check folding, praying for a check back on the left. And he's gonna bet a lot of flush draws. He'll pick up some equity. We do have good blockers. I think just gonna pop fold here. Pretty much everyone's doing this with something that beats aces right now. So on blanks, we'll do okay. I mean, if he rips now, it's pretty weird. And... Do we want to check hero? We don't have many straight blockers, or just bet. And expect him like not to bluff. I'm not sure what. Too little time, too many hands. I mean, he doesn't really check back hearts, so I'm actually just gonna fold. Which is not very fun. So we continue to struggle a little today. Not getting the best runouts. Still interested though as to like whether we do want to bet that hand. If we want to block there, or if we want to I'm gonna bet on the left, just so that we can use this hand as a bluff as needed. And I'm gonna call here with this guy behind. And against pot, I was gonna say maybe this is a hand you can kind of check raise that has, you know, not that great runouts. But against pot though, a little bit tough. I mean, we're not folding. Makes sense. Just feel like when I make this bet, I'm gonna get jammed on so much. River the straight. Yep. So we turn 2-pair. This is probably a 2-pair that I'm going to just check back with no straight blockers, and given our blockers on the flop, we make it a little more likely that he has the straight, and we have a ton of equity against that. And do we just lose to Queen 10 a lot? Might bet Queen 10 though. I guess we could be good. No, I like it. I like it. Show the hands. Tilt me. No, I'm kidding. No, I appreciate it. It's good. It's good for the stream, and yeah, we'll definitely be doing that tomorrow, where we try and kind of show all winning hands. I think it'll be fun. Don't love check calling. Don't really love betting. If I had a diamond here, I would just pot this turn. What, buddy? I know. We get all of the calls. Heads up with the club blocker as well. I would probably bet this. We can fold out some better 2-pairs, but I think we're just going to check back here, and then we can bluff some rivers. Not a great river, obviously. Do block the 1 card straight on the low end and just rips it. Obviously we're folding. Against these players, I'm actually just gonna lead out and start building a pot. Want to rip it with non-nutted draws, so we can try and force out his equity. Oh, okay. Down to 1 out. After that, pretty much the ideal turn. Hey. And on the left, kind of non-nutted draws all around. I'm gonna be trying to keep the pot small. Have the double gut shot now. Out of the big blind, I don't mind just pawing this turn. Falling through on blank rivers, and obviously with some equity as well. Sure, we can go all in. First hand, why not? Yeah, man, it's in the thread. I said anyone who wants to join tomorrow, whatever I said, 8 p.m. GMT, be there. I'll be at the tables. I'll let you guys know when I open sit. This is pretty loose to 4-bet. We need a bit more connectivity. But close, 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 close. Turn that we have to call, we will have to bluff some rivers, especially on the low straight side if we river blockers. I mean, not really much to do on that one. The ultimate blank. Hey. Sorry, I've been ignoring my pup for a while, and he's not getting into destruction mode, but curiosity mode, let's call it. Which usually leads to things getting destroyed. It's middle set. I mean, we're gonna bet with the club and straight blocker. And we will actually have bets. It's king high, but obviously it leads to the Broadway straight. This particular hand, snap check back. Like, I don't think he ever checks back the nut straight unless he has, sets and flush draws, and obviously we block that relatively heavily, so I think we want to bet and barrel off. But yeah, guys, I think that is going to be it for the day, to be honest. I'm gonna go play with my pup for a little bit before I have some coaching to do. But yeah, we will see everyone tomorrow. I will put, I don't know that we can put an event in there, I guess. I don't really know how it works on Discord. I'll figure something out. I'll put it in the notifications. Put it in the notifications. That's what we're doing. It's a range bet on this board. I mean, obviously our hand's pretty ugly to do it with, but you know, you see that that's going to happen a lot. But yeah, check it out. Check out the new product offering that we have. If you're paying for PLO Mastermind, go check out their offer right now. Save 25%. Gets you down to a much cheaper monthly price. Obviously, you do the 6 months, and if you sign up with the code, you will get that mass database stuff from me, as well as the bonuses that they are offering. So win, win, win. And yeah, jump into the Discord if you want to keep updated about the showdown tomorrow. But looking forward to it, and I will catch everyone tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in, and good luck at the